Coming up on 2K TV, we're bringing back the 2K TV challenge. Will you take it on? Plus, you may be missing out on the neighborhood's best features. We'll give you a tour and the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full motion. And with pregame routines...
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to...
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward. Now here's Anthony, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Now here's Murray. Martin from outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Anthony gets to Ariza. Now the pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Harris against Lillard. Lets it go. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On the wing, Harris. He's guarded by McCollum. Millsap at the elbow. Shoots over Lillard. Millsap misses. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Ariza. Rebound by the Nuggets. Barton kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Harris passes to Jokic. Misses from short range. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
And Barton throws it down.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
For three, Harris. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Got a piece of it. And no good that time. And it's Denver the other way. To the middle. Kicks it out to Ariza. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And here's Harris from the arc. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be getting.
And Barton throws it down.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Harris against McCollum. Outside for Millsap. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Millsap's got 5 points so far.
And really, over the last few years, Millsap has really improved that outside shot. Now capable of stretching the defense.
Pass to Murray. Over Lillard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And that one's good, Anthony. 8 points for him.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishing.
And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now here's Little. Here's Whiteside. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Millsap with the putback. And Porter putting it right back in.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities. And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Porter, no luck. Now here's Little. Guarded by Porter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Here's Morris. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Portland. Scoring. And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few...
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Collins, also Whiteside out there, Rodney Hood out there with Little, and it's Trent in at the point.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the wing right side. On the wing, Morris. Hands it from downtown. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Here's Whiteside. Banked in off the glass.
And that length of Whiteside really coming into play. I mean, that's a good look for him.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Plumlee with some nice D.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Morris passes to Grant. Here's Craig. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 2. Porter with a block. And he recovers it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. A different look for Denver. Martin's checked in for Porter. And it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in.
You can't teach size. Whiteside with the strong move against physical defense.
Stolen by Collins. Whiteside, the pass to McCollum. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Back to Morris. Tries again. And Plumlee kicks to Harris. Here's Grant. The kick out to Barton. Launches it. But they get it back. And here's Harris from the arc. The Nuggets with another miss. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee, with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Barton throws it down. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's McCollum. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Pass to Jokic. Now here's Barton. 6 points for him. Jokic passes to Barton, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. To the paint. Goes back up. Nurkic can't hit.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lillard finds Anthony. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Anthony. Millsap with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. 4 seconds left. The shot's good. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. Looking at the... And that'll about do it as we get ready.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So out there for the Nuggets right now. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Oh, that's offensive interference. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris's play trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Jokic finds Murray. Three-pointer, Barton. That one's not going to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. For 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
He wants to get to Millsap and does. And Millsap slams it in. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
And here's McCollum for 3. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Denver leading by 3. Millsap with it. Now Anthony defending. Jokic passes to Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Harris. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Murray. Morris finds Grant. There's the triple. Plumlee, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Plumlee's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
This is the 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky great. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
The Nuggets now on offense. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I like the shot selection that Collins has. I mean, he has a firm understanding of when to look for his shot.
Morris passes to Plumlee. And here's Porter from deep 3-point range. That shot off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Porter with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Morris. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Grant kicks to Craig. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Hood for three. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Ariza comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Hood.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Craig can't get it to go.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Trent passes to Lillard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Ariza no luck. Plumlee attacking. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Hey, yo, check tank.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Good on the shot.
Well, there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Murray kicks to Plumlee. Lets it go with a 3. Murray, no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 7. Up top, Barton. Ariza covering. The Nuggets with another miss.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Count it. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
And Barton throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Love the commitment from Murray on defense, moving his arms all around to come up with these steals.
The Nuggets moving the ball around, and here's Millsap from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Millsap's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
But they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Nurkic in the post. He's against Jokic. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Millsap finds Murray. Harris, bounce pass. Murray outside. Stolen by McCollum. Passes it to Anthony. Here's Lillard. Looking to end the run. Good. He hits the jump shot. And that's 10 points for Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
To the inside, here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Denver leading by 12 and stolen by Ariza. And it's McCollum off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
Deflects the pass. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. There's the pass to Porter for the three. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Ariza no luck. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul Millsap.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Basket counts.
And the way Ariza uses his limb to get to the basket is just sensational, just tirelessly attacking the rim.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The second chance effort. Jokic passes to Porter. Off target with his three. Here's Ariza. No good on the three. Porter looking it over. No good. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K TV, I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning.
Every year, we like to test your skills with the nearly impossible 2K TV challenge.
Very few have won, many have lost. I love seeing the tears of sadness roll down the faces of so many competitors.
The sprawling metropolis of Tampa. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Hits, caught that one from Nurkic.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Porzingis with the block. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Nurkic with the block.
Well, Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Here's Anthony. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind. I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Porzingis with the block, and he's able to get it back.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And finished off by Nurkic.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Finney-Smith kicks to Hardaway. They get the rebound. Out to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And he comes up with the deuce.
Porzingis just dialing that one in from the mid-range. Pretty smooth for a 7'3" professional basketball player.
Now here's Nurkic. He has 6. Here's Ariza. Deep 2 from Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
It's Powell on the wing. The 3 for Doncic. Ariza with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Here's Nurkic. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Nurkic has got 8.
Now Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Ariza finds Lillard. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Mavericks trail by 4. Now, here's Doncic. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
At 7'3", Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
And that one drops for him. Doncic with it. Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Curry's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And Porzingis, here we go. It doesn't go for him.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And here is Curry. Over Hood. Little with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still at...
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the ultimate example.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, they've got Whiteside. Little out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. Now here's Little. He dishes it to Whiteside. And the layup is good. Whiteside's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Right with it. Now guarded by Hood. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
In the corner, it's Little. Outside Hood. Portland moving the ball around. And now here comes Wright, leading the break, and finished off by Wright.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
To the left side wing. Here's Little. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas, trailing by 4. A 3-ball. Brunson, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Collins against Kleba. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
High post, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Kleba. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Dallas, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. The first one falls. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Curry. Hardaway comes in for Wright, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Ariza has the open look, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Ariza rising and firing.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Kleba. Pass to Doncic. Cauley Stein in the post. Working on Nurkic. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Cauley Stein. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nurkic finds Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in. Anthony's got 6.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Finney-Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Official. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell comes in for Cauley Stein. And Porzingis subbed in for Maxi Kleba. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Passes to Nurkic. Down low, McCollum. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's Finney-Smith. Powell makes it off the glass.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And the layup falls. Nurkic has got 12 in the game.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Yusuf Nurkic putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds. And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And he dunks it down.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And the shot is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. And there it is for him.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Deep 2 from Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Lillard against Hardaway. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. The shot by Powell, no good.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
A rangy 6'8", Ariza finishing with force.
Hardaway goes in.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
And the defense knows this. Somebody has to come over to contest.
Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 5. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Hardaway finds Powell. Out to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. No one covering. Porzingis has got 7.
Trying to be more consistent to legitimize shooting as many threes as he does. Porzingis can't stretch the floor.
The pass to Lillard. Back to Whiteside. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Left side, Porzingis shoots over Lillard. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Right wing, here's Trent. The shot comes out. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's the break. Here's Curry. He nails it, and we're tied up. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Little, he's checked in for Portland. Hood comes in for Damian Lillard. Portland no good that time either. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. And Curry, here we go. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. He's got 8.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Hood can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry wide open. Another three for Dallas.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
To the inside. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Curry passes to Cauley Stein. And here is Kleber. Dishes it to Doncic. Takes the three. Kleber, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then C.J. getting slick.
And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Brunson. Over McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
So both teams making some changes here. And he sinks the second. Ariza goes in. That shot missing. Here's Finney-Smith. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Portland, they've got Trevor Ariza. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, play him to take the drive, and you're backing up. He's good enough to stop right there and pull up for the easy jumper.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
To the middle. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Anthony.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to Kleber. Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic with the block. 2 on the clock. And they double up Doncic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Portland with a change here too. Lillard's checked in. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Nurkic can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And that one is good. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Finney-Smith. And no good. Good D by Ariza. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Powell finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway against Ariza. Tries from 10. Count the basket. Hardaway's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. And the pass to Powell. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Lillard's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Nurkic. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Nurkic tonight stepping up in a big way and taking the lead role here offensively.
He's looking for Lillard and finds him. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Dallas calls timeout. The score knotted at 72. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jusuf Nurkic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
And it's Lillard missing. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them. And that's an intentional foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Kleba finds Jackson. Here's Cauley Stein. Back to Jackson. Pass to Kleba. And here is Cauley Stein. Shot clock at 6. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking. Count it!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Back to Nurkic. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And an instant reaction to that call from the fans.
Curry can't get it to go. Lillard fires away from way outside. Misses. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
competitors, NBA players, 2K League Pro players, and yes, even myself. But
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Ibaka in at center. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Ibaka, no luck. McCollum outside. Anthony right side. Passes it to Nurkic. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For a big, Ibaka has excellent end-to-end speed. Hard to stay with in transition.
The drive by Nurkic. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's VanVleet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
He's always been a tremendous defender, in my opinion, and he knows he's going to knock down his free throws. But now Fred VanVleet has emerged as a terrific all-around scorer. He can pretty much do it all. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Ariza finds McCollum, and he makes that one.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Outside Lowry. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season, and when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
Anthony against Siakam. Clock at 6. And it's Ariza in the corner. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Count that one from VanVleet.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 8. And stolen by Siakam. And here we go. VanVleet heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. VanVleet's got 6.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Can't hit that one.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Inside and finished off by Siakam.
The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the team needs him.
To the inside, here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. Ibaka, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 12. Anthony drives in. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Van Vliet looking around. Offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McCollum. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors leading by 12. Siakam outside. Van Vliet wide open. Trains the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Outside Lowry from 17 feet out. And that one goes long. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Pass to Trent. Shot from the top of the key. Doesn't go for him. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Siakam inside the three-point line. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upper...
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Powell is out there with Terrence Davis. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors leading by 13. Here's Powell. And he banks in the layup. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
To the wing on the left, and a wide open look for Siakam. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bucket is good.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Siakam for 3. Raptors get it back. He can't get that one. Trailblazers trail by 11. Hood drives in, and that one drops. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Powell. Launches a 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a wide open look for Hood. And the 3 off target. Raptors leading by 10. Down low. And stolen by Whiteside. Oh, and here we go at Collins. Nobody back. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the layup's good off the glass.
A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
It's Collins with the drive. And he gets the bucket. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Siakam kicks to Powell. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 10. It's Collins with the drive. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And stolen by Hood. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Throws it up high. And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And Portland with a change here too. McCollum's checked in. In the corner, it's Little. Here's Whiteside. Second chance shot. And Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Portland grabs the miss. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. It's tipped. Whiteside dishes to Collins. They grab their own miss. And they call the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Fred VanVleet had a huge first quarter. He had 9 points and
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. McCollum passes to Nurkic, kicks it out to Lillard. Ariza outside. Back to Nurkic. That shot off the mark, and Toronto will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Siakam outside. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. A 2-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
That's how you run the fast break. Lowry is a total pro when it comes to leading it. Fred VanVleet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
Shots good by Ibaka.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Ariza with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And with Van Vliet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the #1 part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred VanVleet. He knows how to play. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Ball stolen. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The Trailblazers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The first free throw is good. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And both free throws good for Anthony. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's Hood. Plays it up off the glass. 8 points for Rodney Hood.
Hood is great at getting into the paint, using that high release point of his to get his shot off.
Here's Davis. Here's Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Boucher with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Pass to Boucher. There's the feed to Gasol. From down in the low post, it goes. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Hood. It's Davis on the wing. Covered by Lillard and stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Boucher. Outside for Gasol. Wide open look. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game. Trent, that's tipped. To the middle. Pass to Powell. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break Toronto. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And the game still closely contested as we end the... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Raptors leading by 3. Davis is out there with Lowry. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Good job to stay patient and let the play develop. Lowry is very strong in that regard.
The pass to Trent. He feeds it to Little. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Raptors lead by 5.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Anunoby, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Over to the left wing. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Back to Anunoby. Kicks it to Lowry. 6 to shoot. And here's VanVleet from the arc. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Count that bucket.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop. Oh, what a beautiful pass, and then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Lowry. Anunoby in the corner. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Light on his feet, quick off the floor, and showing creativity. OG Anunoby. Wow.
And Ariza with the stuff.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And the shot goes in.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred VanVleet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Good on the bucket. And now just a 3-point Toronto lead.
And those long, lean players like Ariza always seem to thrive in transition.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. .144 left here in the fourth quarter. Knocked away. Stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
The Raptors have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Kicks it out to Siakam. 5 on the clock. Portland grabs the miss. Anthony down low. Now recovering. Nurkic. It's good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Lillard against Lowry. Van Vliet outside. And again, Toronto no up. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up. Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. To halt the run, it drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Fearless at the finish. Fred is just unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. Stepping up in a big way, Siakam proving he's got guts to deliver in the clutch.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve.
but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we should talk about your loss a little bit more. But let's talk about the first ever to win it, and that was Miles Brown. He got 1 million VC. I wonder what he did with all that VC.
We are never going to see half of that, Alexis.
That's right. And now it's time to announce the NBA 2K21 2K TV Challenge.
The NBA 2K TV.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Break. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. CJ
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at center. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Millsap has the open look, tips it up, and Murray with the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. McCollum, no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Tries it from 9. And Murray finishes it off. Murray's got his second basket.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
The drive by Jokic, and it goes down 2 points.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. First quarter of play with about 1.5 minutes gone. And that one's good, Anthony.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Jokic with it, now defended by McCollum. Harris kicks to Jokic. The 3, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jokic. Harris has got 5 points so far.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Murray makes it off the glass. He has 6.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
3-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Barton, wide open, he fires. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
A different look for Denver. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris.
Using his incredible combination of physical attributes, I mean, Whiteside regularly makes plays above the rim.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the paint. Here's Whiteside. He doesn't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, 3-pointer. Craig can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. And stolen by Murray. The drive by Jokic. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for Jokic.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Rodney Hood comes in for Lillard. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And it's Little finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Grant, that's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Right side Hood. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What assertiveness from the veteran Hood. I mean, he's terrific at challenging the defense, just like we saw there.
And the dunk by Grant.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great. What a vicious dunk by Whiteside. I mean, defense looks stunned. And his bench is going crazy.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where things...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Collins, also Whiteside out there, Little out there with Rodney Hood, and it's Trent in at the point. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Offensive rebound, and the basket is good. Whiteside's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ariza kicks to Whiteside. Plumlee with the steal. Martin with it, now guarded by Hood. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
That evens the score. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there who can flat out light it up.
And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And it's Hood in the corner. There's the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
It's Barton with the drive, and Barton throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Hood finds Collins. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Remarkable concentration. It's hard trying to knock Collins off his game when he's looking to score.
Barton surveying the floor. On the wing, Morris. Over McCollum. Clock at 6. Here's Barton. That one, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Hood drives in. The Nuggets trail by 3. Grant the pass to Barton. Morris kicks to Barton. Barton missing again.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
I love that Collins went in there strong. I mean, when he does this, it pressures the D into compromising.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so Collins nails both of them. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the jam.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Collins finds Anthony. Porter pulls it in.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
On the wing, Porter. He can't hit that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The drive by Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Using incredible balance and mobility for his position, Nurkic drives all the way to the rim.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. Denver grabs the miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
For Portland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Murray, that's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And that's now 10 points for Jamal Murray.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Portland out in front. They lead by 3.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and that'll about do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
as impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's McCollum off the drive. It's good. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over.
Murray kicks to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Harris drives in. He gets that one. Harris has got 7 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Ariza, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And Millsap slams it in.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Ariza finds McCollum. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. McCollum's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Anthony against Millsap. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Millsap with the steal. Jokic kicks to Millsap. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Ariza. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Outside for Millsap. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And Murray, here we go. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Hood comes in for Trevor Ariza. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Gary Harris.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Jamal Murray. Here's Trent. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he gets it back. Right side, no good. The Nuggets leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
The Trailblazers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Lillard the pass to Little. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Porter kicks to Morris. And Whiteside sends it back.
Remember, Whiteside has had 10-plus blocks in a single game. A true swatting machine.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Craig, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Passes it to Trent. The tray. Porter pulls it in. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Leading by 5. Craig, and he jams it with authority.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Porter passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Anthony against Jokic. Porter outside. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers trail by 7. Little out there with Anthony. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Porter, no luck. And for Portland, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And the jam by Whiteside.
Clear it out. Clear it out, everyone. Whiteside's coming in hot. Not a guy you want to get in the way of on his way to the club.
And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. On the wing, Porter. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And it's Lillard on the follow.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip-in.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard for the Trailblazers. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Little. Harris is checked in for the Nuggets. He dishes it to Murray. The pass to Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
The three from Anthony. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. Offensive rebound, Murray. The three. Barton, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Anthony. Second shot opportunity. Here's Nurkic. And finally they hit one.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Jokic kicks to Harris. Murray against Lillard. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
We felt it. Even over here we felt it. Lillard attacking. Yep, it counts.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Millsap dishes to Barton. No good on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. McCollum finds Nurkic. Anthony in the corner. Shoots over Barton. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
And finished off by Nurkic.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Harris passes to Millsap. That three off the mark. And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. And here's McCollum for three. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 7. For three, Millsap. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Denver.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jamal Murray.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball. The story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Craig kicks to Daniels. The Nuggets moving the ball around. A 3 from Morris. And it's Portland with the rebound. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 2 points. That one goes.
We all know Hood can shoot. But there, he showed some grit and determination. Nice basket.
Out to Morris. Fires from deep. A rebound by Hazanya. Simons surveying the D. It's good from beyond the arc. A 3 off the inbound. No good there. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Nicola, you asserted impact from the opening tip tonight. What was the key out there?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber.
It's 3-on-3.
Oh my goodness.
We're challenging players to take on NBA 2K21's 3 cover athletes.
This is going to be over quickly.
This includes all-time Damian Lillard, who dons the current gen cover, Zion Williamson, who is featured on the next gen cover.
The lights of downtown reflect. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small 4.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here is Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Doncic, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And he's fouled pretty. points at the line.
Well, this guy was the 43rd pick in the 2004 NBA draft, and what a career for Trevor Ariza. An NBA championship with the Lakers 5 years after he's drafted.
Ariza hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic outside from past the arc. Rebounded by McCollum. The drive by Anthony. Nice D from Porzingis. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Count it, good.
Oh, guys, you have got to love those long strides. KP able to cover some ground on his way to the rim.
Nurkic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And the pass to Finney-Smith from the arc. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Nurkic in the post. Guarded by Hardaway. Anthony's shot is off. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell inside. Working on Nurkic. Out left to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Finney-Smith's got 5 now.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Ariza passes to McCollum. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Finney-Smith. 5 points in the game. Doncic against Nurkic. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Deep 2 from Anthony. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Little in for Trevor Ariza. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Seth Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
How about that? He made no mistake on that one.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Mavericks now. Back to Hardaway. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Nobody near Lillard. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Doncic inside. Here's Porzingis. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Little passes to Whiteside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And stolen by Lillard. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Dallas up 3. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm and had a big game, the next game I would be like, I don't want to come out and try to force it to happen again. You know, I just kind of let the game happen. And
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the 1 spot. Mavericks leading by 5. Pass to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And Whiteside sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Collins, good. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Kleba kicks to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Little now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Porzingis. It's deflected. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Whiteside with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Dallas leading by 5. Right, the pass to Porzingis. And it's good. 2 points. And 12 points for Porzingis.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Trent. Whiteside controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Back to Kleba. And stolen by Whiteside. Out to Hood. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. And right, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wright's got his second bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Porzingis with the steal. And here's the fast break. No one near Curry as he lets it go. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trent passes to Collins. Whiteside, high post. Here's Trent. Whiteside trying to break free. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Trent.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Puts it up off the inbound. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Dallas.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well. And that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
Good on both. Dallas leading by 5. Ollie Stein in the post. He's guarded by Nurkic. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Over Anthony. And it's Dallas with another.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
For Portland, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. .35 seconds left in the first half. Here's Cauley Stein, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Here's Cauley Stein. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
And so that's the end of the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12. And that should...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop. He's super assertive down low. Just great work.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Jackson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Anthony, Porzingis with the block. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Lillard outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Brunson finds Doncic. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 14 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Down low, Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Porzingis with the block. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Lob pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside for Jackson, and stolen by Hood. It's McCollum with the drive, and he converts the layup. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop. And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Jackson against Collins. Lob pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
It hasn't mattered the scheme or the defender. Kristaps Porzingis is simply cooking right now.
And finished off by Collins.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Left side Collins. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he's good on the second. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Mavericks leading by 13. On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Curry. Dishes to Powell. Cauley Stein kicks to Curry. Right for three. The shot missing. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. And of everything he's... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Trevor Ariza. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Doncic outside from downtown. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Curry. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it's good for two.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
It's Anthony with the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, the defender all over it. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ariza goes in. The Mavericks pull it in. Passes it to Brunson. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. 2 free throws coming, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nurkic with the steal. It's Ariza on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, quality floor recognition from Trevor Ariza. If a teammate is open, I promise you he will deliver.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. Now the pass to Powell. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic outside. To the inside. That's tipped. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. From deep three-point range. Good D by Ariza.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the dunk by Powell.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Dallas.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Lillard finds McCollum. Now Nurkic. And that one's drained from the low block.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Here's Whiteside. The rebound by Marjanovic. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Outside Hood. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you love to see Rodney Hood finish in the face of that contact. How about the grit on that move?
So no problem for Dallas as they get. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Next Gen covers and all-time Kobe Bryant, who graces the Mamba Forever Edition covers. This will take place on Blacktop mode in a game to 5 in the half court on Hall of Fame difficulty.
That's why it's hard.
If the past is any indication, we'll wish our challengers good luck, because they're going to need it.
There you go.
We're the land of the free.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the small forward.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
VanVleet passes to Siakam. Ibaka down low, working on Nurkic, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Here's Ibaka up and in from the low block.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Van Vliet left side. Over Anthony. It's not going to go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Now, here's Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic with the steal. It's McCollum with the drive. Basket good.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. And again, Toronto no luck.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Anunoby sends it back. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Siakam outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Ariza's been in the league a long time, so a great job of reading the defense with some rhythm that time.
Outside Lowry. Ibaka outside. Back to Lowry. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys there were some. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's a reason. After the made shot from Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
Here is Lowry. Portland making their last shot. On its way from Ibaka for 2. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Now here's Powell. It's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
McCollum with the ball, picked up by Davis. That's good from Collins on the assist by McCollum.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And finished off by Collins.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
No doubt among the best passing centers who have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Davis. VanVleet passes to Gasol. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Yeah, just showing off that strength in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower the defender inside.
Count that one.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thought.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Raptors trail by 17. VanVleet wide open. Connects from three-point range.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gasol. That one drops for him. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Little kicks to Hood. Here's Nurkic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
There's the pass to Boucher. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Little. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Boucher. Gasol finds Hollis Jefferson. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. VanVleet can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's Collins. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Collins running the floor, and coaches love to see a big who can get out and keep up with the ball.
VanVleet right side. Dishes it to Powell. Back to VanVleet. Beyond the arc. Collins grabs the miss.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Now a timeout called by Portland. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Anthony. Second chance effort. That shot off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lowry with the ball. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man. And guys been doing this for now over a decade. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Ariza with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's an 18-point game. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Anthony. Here's Whiteside. And the shot goes down. Whiteside's got 8 points.
That's just pure strength and size from Whiteside. Just a Hulk out there. It remains a matchup problem for basically any roster to try to match up physically.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Siakam misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Whiteside, no good. Raptors trail by 18. Now running. There comes Lowry pushing the ball up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Anthony against Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Davis, the pass to Ibaka. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Just 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Whiteside.
Blessed with awesome physical tools. Ibaka can alter shots anywhere on the floor.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the shot.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Raptors trail by 18. Lowry passes to VanVleet. To the paint. Here's Ibaka, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
And he recovers it. Lillard with the bucket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
VanVleet kicks to Lowry. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Anthony.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. Rodney Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And Toronto also making a switch. Gasol's checked in.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one. And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign. Yeah, Hood hustling and running the floor so well in transition.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Powell. Down low, Gasol. Banked in off the glass. Gasol's got 6.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins comes in for Little. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Rodney Hood. And then for Toronto, Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. And Gasol able to finish.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
And the basket by Lillard.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside for Davis. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Oh, and here we go at Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
And Toronto turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Collins. Out to Anthony. Rejected by Gasol. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Covered by Anthony.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Trent passes to Carmelo. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
It's Powell on the wing. Davis gets a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 7.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Inside, taken away by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Davis. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 19 points. Passes to Trent. The dish to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Whiteside, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Right side, no good. Raptors trail by 18. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go, Ariza heading to the hoop. Here's Whiteside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
To the inside. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Over Whiteside. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Unable to get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
That free throw good from Lillard.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Anthony down low. Siakam's there. A shot by Anthony, no good.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Siakam against Anthony.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And that one, good. Lillard's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Lillard producing right now and finding ways to torch this defense, just filling up the stat sheet.
Outside Lowry. From deep. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the Raptors miss again. For Portland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Lillard misses. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. From deep, Thomas. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Blazers on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Hezonja kicks to Whiteside. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Swanigan. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From outside the arc, Gasol. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Hezonja. Lays it up and banks it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Gasol finds Hollis Jefferson. There's Thomas with the 3. It's off. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett